Now, question 20, you're asked to convert angles into decimal degrees. Now, I've got to admit, how you do this may come down to the type of calculator you're using. Unlike the other units in this course, many of you might well feel happier with a simple scientific calculator. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work through 20A and B and G using a scientific calculator. Then I'll take you through how to use your Casio calculator, your Casio scientific calculator, as opposed to a graphics calculator, I should say. Now, on this model, it's one I picked up from a news agency not long ago for around about $20. It's probably an old model now. All I've got to do is to enter my figures, so 58, and you'll notice a little circle, comma, double comma, that's degrees, minutes and seconds. Above that button, and it might be hard to see, is a yellow arrow which will take it backwards. So if I enter it like this, enter, you'll notice 58 degrees, 12 minutes and 0 seconds. And on this calculator, shift enter, or shift arrow I should say, 58.2 degrees. And a very similar way for B. So 62 degrees, 8 minutes, shift arrow, 62.13 degrees. Use a bit of common sense here. I tend just to use 2 decimal places. And for G, for 45 degrees, 50 minutes and 12 seconds, I can use the same process. So 45 degrees, 50 minutes, 12 seconds. To press equals, so you can see the entry line now becomes degrees, minutes and seconds. And shift arrow gives me the decimal value of 45.84 degrees. So if you've got a scientific calculator like that, it works and works particularly well. I tend to find for this entire unit, scientific calculator, such as you may have left over from grade 10, or if you're doing a subject like physical sciences, or even chemistry or physics, one that you're using there can be particularly handy. In a moment, I'll take you through how I can do the same process using the more expensive Casio ClassPad. Now on the Casio ClassPad, first appearance, this is the main screen. It doesn't look like you've got a lot to work with. The keyboard button here opens up a 3-bar entry. You'll notice just down from line in Math 1, 4th row down, first cell, that will represent degrees, minutes and seconds. So if I press that, you can see by default the degrees, minutes and seconds. So I'll enter 58 and 12 and enter, and that defaults to the 58.2 degrees. Same process, press that, and for B, 62 degrees and 8 minutes. Notice I haven't entered anything in the seconds. Enter gives me the 62.13 degrees. Now when it comes to G, the 45 degrees, 50 minutes and 12 seconds, exactly the same process. And 45.84 degrees. Now, whilst I'll tend to bounce to using the scientific calculator, feel free to use either the scientific calculator you may have and your ClassPad. I haven't mentioned this to now, but in all tests and exams, you are allowed by the Office of Task and your teachers to bring in 2 calculators. Now that could be 2 very expensive graphics calculators, or it could be a graphics calculator and a good old scientific calculator.